Hello, it's Ash, and welcome to this nice morning wake up stretch, which is going to be great for us runners because we're going to focus on a lot of the muscles that we use as runners. We're going to focus on a lot of the joints and waking those joints up. So let's come onto your hands and knees, and we're just going to have a little bit of a wiggle around, loosen up the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists, and the hips, the knees, and the ankles, especially if you just got out of bed. Move your spine around like a snake on a beach, wiggling and worming its way, wiggling its way. Just loosen up. As we start to move our body, we start to lubricate everything. So the discs and the vertebrae and all the little bear sacs and the cartilage and the tendons and everything in the body starts to get lubricated, and it starts to go like runny honey instead of solid state room temperature honey. Okay, we're going to start a nice slow moving cat cow now. So we're going to work into the spine, but also the lower body, the hips, the knees. Make sure as we go backwards nice and slowly, we're bringing the hips to the heels. If you get any pain in the knees or the feet, you don't carry on going further. But if you can, you go hips to heels. And then just bring the hands and round through the back. Push your chin onto your chest. Like push your ribs and the mid ribs up towards the spine. Chin onto your chest. You should feel the middle back open up. Now from here we're going to start to come forwards nice and slowly. Press your belly to the floor and bring your chin up so you get a nice arch in the lower back. Relax your shoulders. And then slowly rock forwards into the wrists. Okay, nice and slowly. Chin onto your chest, round through your back. And start a breath out nice and slowly. We're going to finish the breath out as your hips touch the heels. Nice and slow. Okay, and then start your breath in as you start to press your chest towards the floor and lift the chin up and come forwards. Push your belly to the floor as well. Breathe in as we do that. Finish the inhale as we slightly rock forwards into the wrists. Start your exhale as you go chin to your chest, round through your back and go slowly hips towards the heels. Push those back ribs up to the sky, open up the back, neck and shoulders, and then come forwards again. Belly to the floor, chin comes up, breathe in as you rock forwards nice and smooth. Try and relax tension in the shoulders and the jaw. Okay, and then exhale last time, chin to your chest, round through the back, and then just relax for a moment as we start to walk the hands a little bit further forwards and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand as we come forwards. And then have a little bit of a move around, loosen into the inner thighs and the back of the thighs, relax the shoulders, give them a wiggle. To take the right foot up now so the right knee comes up as well, and have again that little bit of a move around, wake up the upper body as well here. Look over one shoulder and then the other. Notice how your body feels. Breathe. And then we're going to get a nice rotation to wake up the upper body and the ribs. We're going to inhale nice and slowly, the left arm up towards the sky, exhale the arm down. Okay, nice and slow, don't rush. One more time, inhale up. Exhaling it down. Then we're going to step this left foot backwards. Bring the knees down, step the left foot back, tuck the toes under. We're going to stretch into the toes, the big toes. It's a really important area for us runners, but make sure we don't push into pain. Hips to heels if we can. Again, no more than a 7 out of 10 intensity. Just move to the left and then to the right. So come off the heels a little bit if your knees or your toes don't like this. Keep breathing. Be kind to your body. Your body is an absolutely beautiful, amazing organism. Look after it. Okay, slowly come forwards and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. We're going to have a wiggle here as well. Move around. So again, this is lots of stretching. Really good way to start your day. Something that I get my clients to do a lot of focus stretching on each week. Look over one shoulder then the other. I'm going to start to bring that left knee up and just have a wiggle around again, bringing the upper body into the play, but also notice that left hip area. How does it feel? Breathe. And then we're going to bring that right arm up nice and slowly on your next inhale. Open up through the ribs and the shoulder. Exhale the arm down, nice and slow. Again, one more time. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale the arm down. Again, get that nice rotation. Bring the back knee down. Step the right foot back. Tuck the toes under. Again, we're going to work into the hips, the toes, and the heel area. hips to heels if we can, move to the left and to the right. Again, just check, make sure you're not pushing into pain, be kind to your body. So if you want to know what it's like to have some structure in your plan, your week, when to do your strength, when to do your stretching, have a look in the link in the description below. A free 7-day exclusive video program gives you a really good idea of what it's like and working with me as a coach as well. Or have a look at runbetterwithash.com. Okay, nice and slowly we're going to come forwards, and as we come forward, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring that right knee up again. Have a wiggle around. And then hop that back foot, the right foot, up a couple of little steps, 2 steps. And then keep the hands to the floor. Now we might need to bend the knees a lot here, depending on your hamstring flexibility. Now if you need to, you just bend the knees a lot. Now if you can, push that right heel, the back heel towards the floor. You might feel a good stretch in that lower leg calf area. Now you're going to start to just straighten the leg a little bit. Again, we don't want the left knee locked out because you might feel that pain at the back of or the stretching at the back of the knee, which is the sciatic nerve we don't want to floss. So just bend the left knee and then straighten it. So find a 7 out of 10 as you straighten it into that stretch. Relax the shoulders and the jaw, and then bend the left knee. But you're also pushing that right heel in towards the floor. Breathe. Let your head hang and look through where your knees would be if you stood tall. So you're gently rocking forwards and back, and again make sure it's not too intense. You might notice the ribs open up as well, maybe the back. Make sure it feels safe. Bend the knees if you need to, that's how you can make it more comfortable. Okay, bring that back knee down nice and slow. Again, have a little bit of a wiggle around. Take that right knee backwards, all the way wherever we can get it, so we feel a good stretch on that hip flexor area, on the inner thigh area. Just have a little bit of a wiggle around, move and breathe, see how it feels. We're going to open up that left knee now, nice and slowly away from the upper arm, and then just drop the right hip into the floor and then twist, just twist and look over that left knee area. Again, just feel that nice stretch. Just have a look again, just a little gentle dynamic wiggle. Breathe, try and keep the elbows soft so we're not locking them out. Nice and slowly come back into the center and then step that left foot back and then feel the after effects. So listen to the sensations in the body. Slowly rock the hips to the heels. Feel how maybe the body feels one-sided. I'm going to slowly step. As you come forward, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lift the back knee as we have a little bit of a wiggle around. And then we're going to have a few little hops again with this left foot up towards the hand. So 1, 2 little hops. Again, keep the knees bent all the way through this because we want the hands to the floor. And then we can start to straighten that left leg if it feels okay. Again, if it doesn't, you just keep a bend in it. Push the heel towards the floor so we might feel a stretch in that calf, the lower leg at the back. Have a wiggle around. Now, we don't want to stretch and fully lock out this right knee because we don't want to feel it at the back of the knee. That's the sciatic nerve and flossing it. Nerves are not elastic. So start to straighten that right leg as much as we can feel a 7 out of 10 stretch right in the back of that belly of the hamstring area, in the back of the thigh. And then bend the knee. So straighten the knee and then bend it. So find a 7 out of 10 stretch. And then release it. Keep breathing as we do that, nice and slow. Try and relax the jaw. Look through the knees. Again, breathe. Okay, and then slowly bend the knees and bring that left knee down. Now take that left foot and the left knee backwards to the point that we can feel a good stretch at the top of the left thigh, at the front of the hip where the hip flexors are. Have that little wiggle around again. Settle into the position. Relax the shoulders and the elbows. Now open up that right knee away from the upper arm and drop the left hip into the floor and twist and look over that right thigh. Feel that open up that left hip area at the front, but also the right hip, right inner thigh, back of the thigh as well maybe. Breathe. Okay, as you take your next breath out, slowly come back through to the center with the head and then step the right foot backwards. And then rock the hips towards the heels. Open up the knees nice and slowly. And then just sit back, hips into the heels. And just relax the shoulders. Take the hands nice and wide if you need to. Roll the forehead from one side to the other so that the weight of the body goes to the left and then to the right.
breathe. So even here we're squishing and nourishing the joints, the muscles, the tendons, the nervous system. Okay, and I'm going to slowly walk forwards. Now we're going to come to the elbows and bring the waist down and touch the toes together at the back. Squeeze the lower back muscles to lift the head and chest, but also squeeze the bum. Try not to tense the shoulders and the jaw. Again, just wiggle. Look over one shoulder, look over the other. Breathe. And then we're slowly going to lift up the hips and then bring the knees in. And then rock the hips towards the heels again. Keep the hands in front. And then we're going to step one foot up and then the other towards the hands. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands towards the shins and then start to lift the head and chest away from the floor. And we want a nice strong back, almost straight, but not quite. It's like we've got a rod or a broom handle going through the hips all the way through the spine to the neck. So have a little bit of a shift to the left and to the right of the weight of the body. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just slowly round down. Let the head come down towards the floor, let the hands come down, look through the legs and sway to the left and the right. And a really nice way to start the day. So well done. Share this with a running buddy or a friend that needs to start their day with a good stretch. Again, if you want to know what that 7-day program feels like and some structure, have a look in the link in the description below or at runbetterwithash.com. Nice and slowly we're going to come down. You can start the rest of your day, but well done for showing up for your joints, your muscles, your body, your nervous system, ultimately helping your longevity, not just as a runner but in daily life. So well done for that work that you've put in your body today. Whatever you're doing in the rest of your day, I hope you have a great day and I shall see you back here for the next video. Well done.